Testing 1 2. Not only was Karmelo Anthony robbed for his freedom, he was robbed for his bag, man. They robbed him for his bag, y'all. Not only did they rob him for his freedom, they robbed him for his bag. Band-Aid gang, y'all get in here. Double tap the screen, y'all. Not only did they rob Karmelo Anthony for his freedom, they robbed him for his bag. They robbed him for his bag. Double tap the screen, hit the like button. We about to do them all type of ways tonight, Band-Aid gang. You know how we hold it down. I'm C-Dub, this I ain't said a word, but you know what I'm saying, and I said, damn, and I'm with you.
Angel.
And we beat you, Band-Aid gang. Double tap the screen, we coming up in here, y'all. We got the people coming up in here. We got an exclusive live for y'all tonight. Y'all know this time we coming. We coming hard, we ain't gonna hold nothing back. I told y'all what we did, y'all. Coming here today, y'all, with open eyes and open ears. Open eyes and open ears, that's how we doing it tonight, man. Vibrating on high frequency. It's gonna be hard to turn us down. Band-Aid gang. Not only did they rob Karmelo Anthony, they robbed him for his bag. I know y'all wondering why I say that. Let's go. What's up, my boss? Thank you for coming in tonight. We want to thank everybody, the whole Band-Aid gang, for following and also being dedicated to the channel. We thank you guys. You know, it's been a long journey. You know, fight. Let's go.
If you're fighting with each other over the fucking verdict in the Karmelo Anthony case, we're giving them exactly what they want. I mean, there is a very clear reason here why this case made national news and a bunch of others, you never fucking hear about. If Karmelo Anthony was white or Austin Metcalf were black, we wouldn't fucking know shit about this. And honestly, I think that they picked an all-white fucking jury intentionally to make it even more controversial, so it fucking really lit up the news cycles. And let's take it a step further. This is a fucking psyop to keep us distracted from so many other things that are going on in the world. Because let's not forget what's going on in Belfast. And of course, no one's talking about the Epstein files. Seems like the chatter on AI data centers has, started to fucking quiet down a bit, huh? Haven't heard nearly as much about the war in Iran. I mean, that's just recent shit. Think back to, a couple months ago. I mean, go ahead and tell me I'm wrong, though. It's kind of actually a turn on for me. It's a kink of mine. Especially when I'm right. Yeah, only when I'm right. Anyway, if we want the system to get better, the media, the government, all of those fucking things, we can't keep giving them what the fuck they want and falling for their fucking psychological fucking operations. Fighting amongst each other and staying fucking distracted. Anyway, take care now.
Breaking news, y'all. Karmelo got a whole new legal team, and we want to thank God for that. That's definitely breaking today. A lot of people came in, y'all. And that's what a lot of these rappers are supposed to do. What's going on, Diamond?
Hey, what's going on?
Hey, Diamond.
Yes. A lot of celebrities kicked in, y'all. And they got this guy some good attorneys. Good attorneys, y'all. So this is all about the turnaround. Y'all see how God is, y'all? He got a whole new legal team. And not one lawyer. He got more than one lawyer, Band-Aid gang. We about to turn up. They can't deny us. And this is what we need to start doing from this point on, is pulling together, y'all. When we see young black men get pulled into the system and we know it's illegal, we need to help these families that cannot afford a good attorney. It's also what happened to the young girl in Mississippi when she lost her baby due to them thinking that she was about to rob the store. So that woman might need a good attorney. So, I want to thank the rappers and the people, and even all the celebrities, not just rappers, celebrities. It all came in all forms, shapes, and sizes. So we want to thank people for that. Hello, September Virgo. We're going to get to it, y'all. Let's go. So it says here, it's blurry on my end. It's yeah, I can't read that either. Huh? It says it's that right there. Well, Karmelo Anthony got him some new attorneys on here. I wish I could see the names. We got a Russell Wilson, Gary Bledsoe, Brandon Shaw, Sean. I can read it for you guys. I got it right here in my phone. Let me go ahead and let me read it real quick to you guys. Band-Aid gang, I'm gonna go ahead and read this off to you. Y'all, I got them right here for everyone, so I can read their names off. Cause I got a blurry situation here. Okay, a team of leaders applying civil rights and criminal defense. Okay, attorney announced today it has taken on the case. They have taken on the case for Karmelo Anthony, who was recently sentenced to 35 years following the murder and conviction of the death of Austin Metcalf. The team serving pro bono will review. So they're going to review the trial records and pursue all available avenues of appeal. So that's good, gang. Leading the effort is Russell Wilson Law Office and Russell Wilson II. Gary Bledsoe, the Bledsoe Law Firm, PPLLC, and the president of Texas NAACP, Michael L. Ward, the law officer of Michael Ward. Okay, Brooke Claus, Ben Crump Law. So we got Ben Crump on this, Diamond. Sean DeBerry, if I'm saying that right, law firm, and Justin Moore, Stafford Moore, PLLC. All right. So the team has retained the following convictions to conduct the fresh, independent reviews of the trial record. We recognize that the profound loss suffered by one young man's family and uncertainty facing another, and we extend to respect everyone who lives and have forever changed by these events. Okay. Hello, how you doing, John? Hello, September Virgo, and people that just came in. So it's a reason why I said Karmelo Anthony. Let me get past that because that was blurry. That sucked. But we're going to get into this live, and these are the attorneys that are representing Karmelo Anthony. So they're going to go back and they're going to get what they can get. But see, I mean, we know that there is so much evidence that was not presented in this trial. You want to say something about that part of the situation? Diamond Gang?
Yeah. You said, what did that say?
No, I said you want to speak on that before I go into the next commentary.
Well, I'm just glad that he has a strong defense team. It looks like they're real highly professional lawyers that are now involved, and they're going to thoroughly investigate all avenues in this situation. So I'm happy about that. And I think everybody should be.
Absolutely. So everybody, I want y'all to pay attention as we get ready to start this live. People that's coming in, shouts out to the replay game. We about to turn it up a notch. Karmelo Anthony was actually robbed. He said this, and the sad part about it, I'm gonna just keep it all the way of being with everybody. It's sad because he was robbed. The first thing that we should have stopped at before they went into this trial or anything is when they saw the tape with Hunter. Karmelo Anthony was robbed. And that's Texas law. That's Texas law. I can't make this shit up. So it says that here. I wanted to leave that up there. I didn't want to just totally. So let's talk about how Karmelo Anthony was robbed. Man, they gang, that young man was robbed. So I said today, all right. Y'all see this? Can you see this good, Diamond? Can you see this good, Diamond?
Yeah, I can see it pretty good. Yes, I can.
Okay, everybody can see this. All right, let's get into it. So today, I said like this, y'all. How did this, Diamond, I'm asking you this. How did they not go by their own rules? In Texas, it says in Texas, if you are approached by two people, quote unquote, in Texas, if you're approached by two people and one of them, Diamond, take your bag, the act is considered robbery, Band-Aid gang. Robbery. This went far as this young man, gang, going to court, didn't have the proper representation, didn't able to speak on that stand to defend himself because his representation didn't want him to defend himself. I wonder why. But the Texas state law says if you're approached by two people and they take your bag, that's considered robbery. Now,
Under Texas Penal Code 29.02.
This is classified as a violent crime, rather than just theft. It's an upgrade, y'all, to robbery because of the following factors: the presence of a victim, the bag was taken from your possession or presence, intimidation, multiple people approached you while taking your belongings, places a person in fear, right? And what is that? Immunity, right? Bodily injury or death. The penalties, Diamond: robbery, charges as second-degree felony, such as carries a prison sentence 2 to 20 years and a fine up to $10,000, Band-Aid gang. Aggravated robbery. Why are you reading this, C-Dub? Why? Because isn't that what happened, Diamond gang? Is that what happened, Diamond?
It sure did.
This is what we going at, gang. This is what we going at. So let me get to the clip. He was robbed. He was robbed. Y'all read it right there. So we just gonna dig it in a little bit more. Karmelo Anthony was robbed for his freedom and for his backpack. They robbed that young man for his freedom and for his backpack. Why you say that, Band-Aid gang? Roll the clip.
Can you walk past the first 10?
What do you see right there, gang? You see Karmelo Anthony with a bag. And guess what? He left without that bag. He ran up off them bleachers with nothing in his hand. Hunter took his bag. He was approached by people in all black. Everybody saw Hunter and Austin walking into that stadium. They both had on all black. All black. Karmelo walked in there by himself. Karmelo didn't walk in there with an entourage with him. Because if Karmelo was coming to bring harm to anybody, he would have had backup. But we all seen in real time Hunter and the rest of them men looking like they was coming for a problem. There was a problem. So let's start it right here. Karmelo Anthony, I'ma dig it in. Now see, I told y'all yesterday, shouts out to Ratchet TV. Ratchet TV saw our live, y'all, and Ratchet TV spoke on it yesterday. The exact same shit I said. They played with the camera. They played with the camera. Now, BPD, Bob, let me tell you something, Bob. It's not over. See, because Karmelo now got the proper representation right now. He got some good attorneys. It ain't over to that fat bitch sing. It ain't over to that lady say, la, 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 la. It ain't over. It ain't over. Now, Karmelo Anthony might get some time. You know what's sad about this diamond is that say Karmelo, they some of those years, and they give him 5 years manslaughter. He may walk. Because there's a lot y'all gonna see tonight. He might walk.
There was another there was another person that got a similar charge, similar case, and he got probation. So one case, a person got 10 years, another person got walked and got, I think, a little bit of time and got a lot of probation, and he just got 35 years. I mean, you cannot, with similar cases, say that that is anywhere close to similar in time. You can't. But what I would like to say too is that we are missing the clip of him actually sitting down on those bleachers, from where he's walking to actually going up to the to the tent and sitting down. We are missing that portion.
And that's because, like, you know, we don't miss a beat over here. Y'all know we definitely do not miss a beat over here. And you're absolutely right. And that's why we bringing that. That's why Diamond is telling everybody that. We don't miss a beat. We know this is how we do. We know that there is missing and cut footage. And we're going to show y'all that tonight. I said, damn. Y'all know every time I come up here and with Diamond and the Band-Aid gang get up here, we show you something new and exclusive every time. So Karmelo Anthony, again, was robbed for his freedom and robbed for his bag. He came with a bag, ladies and gentlemen. And he didn't leave with that bag. Let's continue. So I said it was robbery because in the state of Texas, hey Peanut, in the state of Texas, if you're approached by more than one and they take your bag, that is considered robbery. Let's continue.
Walks past the second tent.
By himself, with the bag. Everybody keep tracking. We building.
What happened? There was this kid, before I knew his name now, this kid was sitting under our tent at track. We asked him to move. He started getting aggressive at track. We asked him.
This is how everybody knows that Hunter is lying here. How do you know?
How was he aggressive if he was still sitting down? He wasn't the one standing up.
That part. Not only was he aggressive, they say, now watch this. Hunter just said that as if they walked straight up there and said, can you move? They was under there for over 7 minutes. driving happened. What happened under that tent? See, Hunter, you ain't got us fooled. You ain't got us fooled. So watch this, y'all.
The move, he started getting aggressive and talking reckless.
How did you start getting aggressive and talking? What, he wasn't supposed to talk? He wasn't supposed to open his mouth to you like your daddy had done you? See, that's what your daddy did to you. That's how your daddy used to do to you. See, we already know y'all the good old boys. See, that's how them good old boys is. Some of the people in the chat, them good old boys. Them good old boys. See, you got the impression that Karmelo Anthony was supposed to speak and shut up how your daddy had done you. When he take you out there to them woods, y'all run up there, you take his bag, your daddy got you up there in them goddamn woods. Yeah. See, y'all was hunters. Y'all was hunters. Good old boys. I can see your daddy now. Stay away from those niggas. I can see your daddy now. I can see it. I can see it. I can see how they built, gang. How your daddy was talking. And I'm not talking, look, he wasn't given a fair trial, but your daddy racist. See, you got a lot of your daddy, and I want y'all to, and then you put your daddy in that sling too. Hunter put his daddy in that sling, gang. I said, damn. Let me go back to this, y'all. Let me show you something. I want y'all to pay attention because it's going to get deep. To some of the signs that they're going to throw up. I'm going to get into this clip. Let's go. Let's roll the clip.
And my brother stepped in and said, you need to move. And he's like, make me move. Austin grabbed his backpack.
So, Austin grabbed his backpack. How many people was he approached by, Diamond?
About 5 or 6.
5 or 6 people. Texas law. And we're going by the law. Texas law say that's called robbery, intimidation, theft. You robbed him for his bag. Because that's how y'all would have looked at it if the tables was turned the other way and there was some black boys walking up, Angel, and the white boy was sitting on the bench. They would have called it robbery. That's what they would have called it. They robbed this boy. That's what they did. They robbed him. I'm about to do them all type of ways tonight. Let's go.
Trying to make it, let me get it with Tim. He said, here it is, I got it. You need to move. And he's like, make me move. All of a sudden, he grabbed his backpack. That's not what that man said.
And my brother stepped in and said, you need to move. And he's like, make me move. Also grabbed his backpack.
I don't know how you get that. We play it slow for you.
Also grabbed his backpack.
And we can play it fast.
And my brother stepped in and said, you need to move. And he's like, make me move. Also grabbed his backpack.
And we.
Austin grabbed his backpack. He said, make a move. Austin grabbed his backpack. What is that considered, Diamond Gang?
Robbery.
If he was approached somewhere on the streets other than those bleachers, right? What would that be considered, Diamond?
Aggravated robbery.
Which carries how much time? 2 to what many years?
2 to 20.
With a fine of what?
I think it's a $10,000 fine. I think $10,000 to $20,000 fine, I believe.
Mic check, Mike.
What's up, Ian?
Mic check. Hey, what's cracking?
So we looking at
What's up, Dr. E?
robbery.
Hey, what's that?
He was robbed. This young man was robbed. He walked in with a bag and he didn't leave with a bag.
Play a record.
Austin grabbed his backpack.
Austin grabbed his backpack. So if Austin grabbed his backpack, now you said that we asked him to move, and then your brother, so you was right there. You were right there. Austin grabbed his backpack. This is why you didn't
Thank you for this clip, September Virgo.
testify.
Yeah, my brother stepped in and said, "You can move." He's like, "Make me move." Also grabbed his backpack. I drove around as fast as I could, but I didn't see the stab. But then I drove around as fast as I could, but I didn't see it.
What was you doing? What did you do that for? What did you do that for? You did that because you were going to get him from the back and whoop him. You mean to tell me that you saw your brother getting aggressive with somebody and you just like, you know what? No, y'all was right there, right, standing right by us.
He tried to make it seem like his back was turned and didn't see what happened.
Exactly.
He was right there and he was involved in it.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, go ahead, Diamond. My bad.
He act like his back was turned. Well, I didn't see it. It happened too fast. No, you was involved in it. You saw it. Whatever occurred in this situation. And you were involved in the situation. So to stop trying to lie to the public would be better for everybody.
And not only, now I'm about to cook, Diamond, Dr. E. Diamond, y'all hold tight. Let me cook on this one, okay? Let me cook. After I get through this video and the next one, I'll ask y'all to come in on this one, but towards the end. Okay? But I need to cook right now, Dr. E, because I want y'all to see as well as what I'm about to do to y'all tonight. Right here. Hit the like button. Now, this is what, Ratchet TV, I ain't say Ratchet TV stole nothing because he was part of the Dolph sector. Ratchet TV, I know he was watching. He know timestamps. Yolanda knows timestamps. I know timestamps. I know what the camera can do. I know how to edit. I told y'all this the day before yesterday. Guess who came out with it, Diamond Gang? Dr. E, September Virgo, Ratchet TV. He had to be watching us. Same thing I said. Now watch this Band-Aid gang. We about to do them all type of ways again because I'm going to come up with some new shit. Now Ratchet TV, thank you, September. Ratchet TV, you can get this one too. Now watch how we do them tonight. Again, that circle right there is a head. In the center of the yellow is where Karmelo Anthony would be sitting down. And this is also compared to the other tape, which is what you guys are going to see. Now watch this. That's one of the brothers' head in the red. Karmelo will be there. The camera's going to transition. The circle is going to go to the other brother's head. So the first circle that you see in here is letting you know where one of the brothers is. When you see the second circle, you're going to see where the other brother is. So now you'll know where they would be standing. In the center where the clear is where Karmelo Anthony is possibly sitting down. One circle for one head, Karmelo would be right here where the yellow arrow is. Right there would be the other brother. So let me ask you a question so you can chime in, Diamond, on this one. Do you see where I'm coming with this, right? From what we know from video editing, those would be two heads, correct?
Correct.
Okay. In the center, where the yellow, Karmelo. Watch this. There was a push that happened right there from the guy, one of the brothers there. Pushed him towards the other brother where you saw the other yellow, the other red circle. Pushed him towards that way. So now look, pushed him towards that way, and he pushes back towards the other brother, right? The other brother pushes him back. Do you see where I'm coming from, Diamond? Towards the other brother.
Yeah, I do.
Okay. Track. Karmelo now is what I'm finna show y'all, and you're gonna see this on the camera because I caught the flare in the other video in a clearer view. You guys are about to be shocked with this one tonight. Watch this, September Virgo. Watch me cook. That's the other brother head. Karmelo will be there. He pushes towards the other brother kind of falls back, pushes him towards the other brother. Karmelo is over here now, y'all. Karmelo is up in this area now. Karmelo get pushed over all the way into where you see the dark on the left. Watch. When Karmelo ends up, he's right here now. You're going to see another circle where you're going to see them bending over on him, like fighting on him. So Karmelo would be here. Now you're going to see, boom. Those two would be their brothers' heads, but their back is bent. They're bent over. Are you seeing where I'm going with this, Diamond?
Yeah.
So both of those circles will be heads, but the backs arched over. They got Karmelo down. So now look, Carmelo's down. Then they shove him, woo, over into here. Carmelo's in over there. Hit the like button. This is where the camera editing comes in. Karmelo, and they fucked up today. Thank you, September Virgo. They fucked up today. And I want to thank Diamond for that video. I don't think, Diamond, you even knew what you sent me today. You don't know what you sent me. But what you sent me today, Diamond, I was able to dissect some shit, right? Not only did you do a hell of a job today, Diamond, everybody give it up for Diamond real quick, y'all. I'm going to give it up to Diamond Gang because Diamond Gang fucking bust some shit open before it was bust open, okay? Now, Diamond, do you kind of see where I'm coming from? Where Karmelo could be over there in the darkness? Over there to the left?
Yep.
That's what Karmelo really is, gang. Karmelo is not to the right where they see him pop up at the top. He gonna look even over on the right hand side, right, September Virgo? Now Karmelo's over there in that crowd, over there in the darkness over there. They got him in the darkness, whooping on him. Now watch. See, that's why everybody went over there. But the footage tried to make it seem like the brother was unalived and now they running over there. That's not true. They threw, y'all seen the pushing. They threw Karmelo over there because why wouldn't you see Karmelo run up them bleachers in any of the foot? So meaning, do you see the lines, the black lines going across, right? Those would be the steps of the bleachers, right, Diamond?
Correct.
Okay, so let me go back to the Band-Aid gang because we're going to track this right tonight. So during all of this, put Karmelo, well, ignore where I'm saying the arrow is, but pay attention to the circles. Tell me, do you see a body run up? You're going to see a space where the bleacher is. Do you see a body? Look at the other lines for the bleachers. Do you see a body shoot up? Do you... Dr. E, do you see a body shoot up?
No.
We see no, so everybody pay attention to the lines because those are the steps in the bleachers. So we don't see at this time a line of a body shooting up. You see, when you tracking me now, Angel? You don't see a body shoot up. I'm going to push again. Has anybody, now there's the two brothers' heads right there. Let's just say that the heads and their body is bent over a little bit because Karmelo is down. And they bent over, both of them at him. On top, like. But we still don't see at the top of the yellow, red circles, Angel, you don't see, or Diamond and Dr. E, we don't see a body going up, right?
Right.
Right. Now keep tracking. You're still not going to see a body going up. Watch. You see nothing going up. Because if there was something going up, wouldn't everybody's attention look towards? Exactly. You would see the shadow go up. Wouldn't everybody's attention go towards what's going up, not what's going to the left?
Yeah, they'll pursue them. They'll be pursuing. Yep, they'll be pursuing them. But instead, they went to the side because they down up on top of them.
They're on top. Thank you, Band-Aid gang. Now y'all seeing the picture. Now watch how I'm about to cook again. So Karmelo is over in that crowd over there. That's where he really at. But see, they tried to play us, right? But they fucked up today and left a dot on top of the tent. And the dot on the top of the tent showed you the editing where they fucked up today. They fucked up and I broke the code again. And I'm finna show y'all that. So at this time, we don't see a body going up. Hit the like button. I beat you. We beat you again. September Virgo, I'm about to do them all type of way. Now I'm about to pipe up. Cause this shit make me horny right here. I'm horny now. So now look, I'm horny than a motherfucker right now. Cause look, we don't see nobody running up. We see everybody shifting to the left. So watch this. That's where Karmelo at. Look, everybody go over there, right? Look above the arrow thing. You see a body going up? Did you see anything? A shadow going up like they showed Karmelo all of a sudden Houdini up at the top of the tent? No. Do you see that, Diamond? I just want to make sure y'all tracking me.
Yeah.
I'm watching for sure.
Right. Shit about to get good. So watch this. That's where Karmelo at, where that arrow at. And that's where they whooping on Karmelo at. So put in your mind, Karmelo being to the left, being bomb rushed.
Yep.
Being bomb rushed.
It's right back. Yep. He down on the bleachers.
Yes.
It's the top of it.
This is. Mm-hmm. No, I'm gonna show it to you. You ain't even seen this yet, Angel. I'm gonna do them all type of ways. I kept this private. Dr. E, I'm glad that Dr. E call it a bum rush. Now watch what we about to do today. Now over there to the left, I want y'all to think about this. Remember, Diamond, when that old white lady came out there, right? On our last video, and that old white woman said, no, that's not what happened. He fell on that knife. Remember that lady said that game?
Yeah, she did.
It's an old white woman. Remember that old white woman we was watching? She was outside. She said, no, that boy didn't do nothing. The other kid fell on top of the knife. Right. That's what the old lady said. Truth be told. The old lady said, truth be told, was there.
So basically the bleachers shot him up.
What the old lady say?
So the momentum and them pushing and shoving him, he fell forward basically. He slipped on the bleacher.
There you go. So, watch this, truth be told. Karmelo went on the left getting bomb rushed. He trying to get that knife out. Now this alleged. Or he tried to get the real possibility. Now because shit finna change. The real cleat cleaner. Not that knife that y'all saw. The real cleat cleaner that he had out. He trying to get it out. But they bumping and arms hitting him and everything. And he on his back. But when he get it, because the struggle and the punches and the blows, when he get it out, one of them boys slip and fall towards on him. Like the old lady said. But that, I'm going to still say that's alleged. But we know what we heard that old lady say, right? That boy fell on top of that knife. They was on it. Karmelo trying to get it out while Karmelo on his back. So many people bum rushing. Somebody slipping between them bleachers. And he fell up on that damn knife. Now, I'm going to say all of this is alleged. But Karmelo's to the left. Now watch this, gang. No one has seen a body jump up out of here. Because on the original footage, when we get this space opening right here, guess what you see when I'm going to show y'all, when we get this amount of space, and it's going to look like this on this next clip I'm going to show you, you're going to see Karmelo pop up all the way over there to the right, out of nowhere, and everybody over there on the left. I said, damn. Watch this, gang. Let's go. So now Karmelo really over to the left.
Hands are gonna go up.
So now this man is demonstrating, September Virgo, everybody, what's going on. I'm tracking this shit. I've been on it. Now listen to this. Watch this.
You're gonna see Karmelo go forward and then run.
The one brother, like I said, where his finger at is the whole brother's body. And like I said, that big circle I had over there first was that big ass head his brother got. Now look, it's gonna be a shove match. Watch.
Yeah, that's Austin. He just got up from the bleachers right there, from over here. And watch, he's gonna push Karmelo.
See?
And I think that's Hunter over there. I don't know.
See, he totally wrong. Now watch this.
I think that person was moving their backpack, see, out of the way of the problems. That was not Karmelo's backpack like they're trying to say. Now watch, that's Austin and that's Karmelo, like I've been saying.
No, that's his brother Karmelo.
He's gonna push Karmelo.
See, look,
boom.
boom, a push, another push back. Now look,
Karmelo
boom.
goes forward.
Now look, now this is where I got him. This is where y'all gonna trip out on this. Watch this, Dr. E. Everybody watch this. When you see that arrow, I want y'all to pay attention to this, y'all. Y'all tracking me? Can y'all hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Watch this.
Karmelo, like I've been saying.
It's gonna freeze.
He's gonna push Karmelo.
Watch it.
Boom.
Push. Boom. This is where you're gonna see Karmelo's body. Pay attention in the middle. Watch. I froze it. It's gonna go again. Watch. I'm gonna show you his body.
Karmelo.
Look at there. You see that blur right there?
Yeah.
That's Karmelo. That's the gray sweatsuit going over that way. That's why I put the arrow. Now I'm gonna play it back so y'all can see it. Watch Karmelo body. Watch.
He's gonna push Karmelo.
Push Karmelo.
Boom.
Another brother push him back. Right? You see the
Karmelo goes forward.
That was Karmelo. Did y'all see that?
Oh, okay.
Watch again.
So he kind of puts his hands in the way, but he kind of.
Yeah, watch
his
the
finger.
brother. Remember, Karmelo, both of them brothers were standing over Karmelo.
Right.
Right? So when
Right.
he pushed towards the other brother pushed Karmelo back. When he pushed Karmelo, watch his body. Karmelo is going to be like that blur that y'all see because it's a gray outfit. Watch this.
Push Karmelo.
One push,
Boom.
back towards him. Now watch this gray. Here it come. Watch.
Karmelo-
Whoop, you seen that gray? That gray is right here. You see that little piece right there?
Damn.
That gray went right over there.
It's like
Watch.
they tossed him.
Yes. Watch.
Yeah, that look like. Yep. They tossed him downwards, like
Downward.
from where he was,
Yes.
downwards to the
That's
left.
where you see the gray at. Watch.
Now watch, that's Austin and that's Karmelo, like I've been saying.
Watch it.
He's gonna push Karmelo.
Now he pushed
Boom.
him. I did push him back. Now watch the blur come.
Karmelo goes.
Look, you seen it? Did you see it? Did
Yeah, I
you
saw
see
it.
it? Hit my fucking like button. And then that's just the beginning about what I'm about. I'm gonna put it in your mind so you can really see it. This guy that's talking, he trying to say Austin is where my arrow at is kind of to the big head one that I told y'all at first is Austin and Karmelo is the other person. No, the other side person is Hunter and Austin. Karmelo in the middle. One of them push him towards the other brother. The other brother push him back. And
Right.
when the other brother push him, Karmelo flies over into the crowd of the other guys. And that's where they went to jump on him. Watch and see.
Now watch, that's Austin and that's Karmelo.
No, that is Hunter. Karmelo is between them. Now watch this.
I've been
Don't see
saying
it.
he's gonna push
Right there, you see Karmelo body come towards the other brother in there, and he was great. And it was great right there. I'm trying to show y'all. Piece by piece.
Yeah.
Watch.
Now watch, that's Austin and that's Karmelo, like
Now
I've
watch
been saying.
Karmelo come by the
He's
right. See that shade right there by the brother?
Right.
You see it? That's Karmelo. That shade in the middle of both of them. Now watch
Gonna
Karmelo.
push
That
Karmelo.
shade, he pushed him towards the other brother.
Boom.
Other brother push him back. Now here come. Now watch this. Watch the shade go right down to the other guys. Watch.
Karmelo.
Oh, you see it?
Yep.
And then watch their reaction, because that's what Karmelo gonna be. Watch.
Karmelo goes forward.
Boom. That's why I said Karmelo over there
Look,
now.
he just
Now pay attention. Now this is told on everything right here. Look up at the top of that M and you're gonna see a dot. This is where they edited it, Dr. E. Watch this.
like I've been saying. He's gonna push
Watch
Karmelo.
this. I'm gonna
Boom.
pause the dot. And I want y'all to pay attention after
Karmelo
that.
goes forward.
Now look at that dot. You see this dot up there by the M, that black piece of smur? Watch, I'm gonna put a circle on it right there. You see that dot?
That's right.
Yeah, I can see it.
Yep. Okay. That dot just appears, right? Now when that dot goes away, watch Karmelo pop up. Because that's what Karmelo really was. Karmelo was running from that area. Not where they made him pop up. And watch this. This is what they did to edit. Now watch this. I'm going to play it all the way through. Watch that black dot pop up and then watch Karmelo pop up. Because he really ran. It's going to show you that Karmelo ran from that area. Watch.
Boom.
Watch that black dot pop up. This is what he did.
Karmelo goes forward.
He's over there. Boom. You see that black dot? Now watch the dot go. And look at Karmelo. I said, damn. That's where he came from. That's what he came from over there.
Go back again.
That's where they cut it.
So replay game.
You see it, Dr. E?
Yeah, I seen that.
It's all perfect timing how the dot came up. Watch.
Karmelo goes forward.
Why is that dot pop there? Why is that there? Because that's where he really at, running from that area. But they get, you see what I'm saying? Now watch this. Right,
They didn't clean that
dot
dot up.
all of a sudden right there. And he running from that angle over there because that's where he really was.
That's crazy.
That's what he really was over there.
And he making them like he way over to the right, but he to the left.
Look at, watch when I'm gonna play it and let it play, and watch that dot pop up, and you gonna tell from the timing of that dot. Watch.
Been saying he's gonna push Karmelo. Boom.
Karmelo, boom. Karmelo
Karmelo goes
over in there.
forward.
That's where they whooping him, boom. But there was a lot of whooping going on right there. And then
Right.
they cut everything. They cut the whooping when it was going on. Then they stopped the whooping. After they cut they made it quick. It was more stuff happening right there. If y'all know timing of cameras, it was more stuff happening. They cut it out, all of the stuff that was happening over there, right? Then after they cut it, they made Karmelo come up out of there. Now that's why the dot popped up. That dot is really Karmelo, but it blurred through the tent from editing. Now watch.
Look, he just.
And bing.
And then he pointing the other direction. He's still to the right. And Karmelo already up the bleachers.
Bingo. Told y'all.
He's still
Like I've
right.
been saying,
Watch the dot.
gonna push Karmelo. Boom. Karmelo goes forward. Look, he disappeared. And that's when the commotion starts.
Bingo. Because they was over there tearing down. They was whooping him over there. That's why all of them is still shifted over that way. Because they threw him over there. He was over there. That's where he was coming from. Not from right over there.
They took a whole chunk of the segment out.
The whole fucking chunk.
hmm Now, I want to know where Eddie is. I can't see it in there, obviously, but I would like to know where Eddie is underneath the tent as well.
Put a one in the chat if y'all see exactly what I'm talking about.
That's the friend, Diamond.
That is his
That's
friend,
the other
but,
boy?
but let's focus on Karmelo right now. But his so-called friend is underneath the tent as well.
So watch this game. One more time. In full-fledged motion so y'all can understand. And pay attention when they threw Karmelo over there. Pay attention to that dot.
Yeah, that's Austin. He just got up from the bleachers right there, from over here. And watch, he's gonna push Karmelo.
Yeah, he pushed Karmelo. Boom.
And I think that's Hunter over there.
I
I
ain't
don't
Hunter
know.
over there. Ain't nobody standing over there. Hunter to the right. Now watch. Look at that's where Karmelo at, right there in between that, in that dark. That's Karmelo being
I
rough.
think that person was moving their backpack, see, out of the
That's
way
Karmelo.
of the problems. That was not Carmelo's backpack like they're trying to say. Now watch, that's Austin and that's Karmelo, like I've been saying. He's gonna push
Oh, now there
Karmelo.
go Karmelo.
Boom.
He push him back. And Karmelo flies
Karmelo goes.
over there. You see that?
Yeah, I saw it.
Karmelo flies over there. While he's over there, he's getting whooped. They cut the tape. They ain't showing you the whole whooping, and they beat him up all on the bleachers. They cut it right there. Then they said, now what we gonna do, we gonna cut all the whooping, and we just want now him running away. But they edited it, and it left that dot, and it showed the escape route, and it shows you that he left from the left-hand side. He came from over there, because that's where the dot was. That really was his body, and you can see through the tent, through the edit. Now watch.
Forward.
Right there. Bing.
Right there. Yep. That's actually at the top of his head.
Yes, because watch, when it go away, Karmelo gonna pop up like really under there's his body, and he's running from there. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
That's really where his body at, is where that dot at. Because watch, when it go away.
Look,
yeah. He pointing on the other side. He pointing to the right, but he already on top of the tent.
He running from diagonally. He got loose, and that's probably one of them fell on the knife, right? One of them fell on something, but they may have had knives too. Hit the like button, gang. I ain't got to live like this. Look at this. I got to see that again, because they give it away.
He on top of the tent, and that guy's still pointing at the crowd. He already on top of the tent.
Yes, when I saw this today, it blew me, bro. I said, damn, we beat him again. That dot give it all away. Watch. And it showed, when you see that dot, you see he running from over there, because that's where he was. We seen the struggle going on to the right and him being pushed to the left.
Yep.
So that, and everybody went, all them people gathered up over there, because they was whooping on him over there. And then, allegedly, like, now that's where the old lady story come in at. That boy fell on the knife. He fell towards Karmelo. Karmelo was on his back. See, they ain't gonna open the floodgates for me tonight. They made my live come on late. My all of a sudden StreamYard was fucking with me again. They playing with my phone again, because they don't want me to put the truth out. I swear to God, my phone was my YouTube, everything was acting right. My StreamYard was spinning and spinning, didn't want to come on. They do this to me every time. Now they don't want to open the floodgates up and have multiple people in here, because they know I know what the truth is. Watch this.
like I've been saying, he's gonna push Karmelo. Boom.
Push him back towards.
Karmelo goes
Karmelo
forward.
go over in there. You seen the shadow. I seen him fly over there.
Gonna push Karmelo.
One
Boom.
One push back. And then you gonna see that swish of the
Karmelo
body
goes
right there. Now he's over there.
Goes forward.
Now he's over there. Look at that dot. Because they cut everything. See, it was more whooping going on. So they cut all of that. They cut all of that. And then now they say, but that dot let you know Karmelo came from that area. Why?
Look, he
right? There you go.
Mm-hmm.
That's where they cut the tape.
Yeah, he's still pointing at the crowd. Carmelo's on top already.
Yeah, and Karmelo coming from all the way. He thinking Karmelo coming from that way. And clearly Karmelo came from the left.
Came from the left.
From getting whooped. That's what happened. One more time. I gotta dig it in so Ratchet TV can use it.
I've been saying he's gonna push Karmelo.
Now watch it. Boom. Didn't he push? Boom. Now he gonna fly
Karmelo
over there.
goes
Boom. Now he
forward.
over there. Boom. They whooping on him. They go to dot. Give
Look,
it away.
he
Boom.
disappeared.
There you go. I said, damn. We beat you once again. Now let's continue to go.
You see that? And that's when the commotion starts.
And you can tell he got himself straight. You see how he evened his body out from coming from that direction? He had to line his body up. Look.
Look, he
Boom.
disappeared.
Watch he line his
You
body
see
up
that?
from
And
coming
that's
there.
when the
Bang.
commotion starts.
He wasn't over there to the right. He was over there in that crowd getting whooped on.
But from the left to top. Right.
Look, he disappeared.
See that dot gave it away. You seen that? That's what he
Yeah,
came
Yeah.
from.
Yep.
Karmelo goes forward.
Bing.
See, right? Yep. You can
Look,
kind of see like saddle right there in that opening under the M as he's coming up, and they still over to the right, and he's pointing to the right. You can see that.
I gotta do
Yeah,
it.
the guy narrating, he behind the movements.
That is fucking amazing, bro. Look at this shit, bro. Look how they played us.
He's gonna push Karmelo.
Push
Boom.
the other brother, push him back towards the other brother.
Karmelo goes forward.
Fly over there. They whoop him. They cut the tape. The dot give it
Yeah,
away.
they flung him all the way over there. That's the crazy.
I told you.
You can see the shadow of him being flung. And it makes sense on both of them flinging him because both of them got strength. If you look at the Metcalfs, both of them have strength. They trained in jiu-jitsu.
Yeah.
They have more than enough strength to fling somebody.
Now watch, that's Austin,
only
that's
100 and something
Karmelo.
pounds.
Like I've been saying, he's gonna push Karmelo. Boom.
No.
Karmelo goes forward.
They're not gonna fight like the average person fights right now.
This dude is somebody to make the shit look fake. This dude is playing the camera, bro. This dude is, y'all see what I'm saying? He not working with us. Cause he clearly pointing and saying Karmelo right there, and he not.
He not. You see him to the left, and when he pointing in the crowd, he's already on top of the tent.
Yes, that's your relative, Austin Hunter. Because we do not see that. Watch this.
Karmelo's backpack, like they're trying to say. Now watch, that's Austin and that's Karmelo.
No, it's not. That's Hunter. That's Austin Hunter. They have a shoving match with that boy. Austin or Hunter pushed him first towards other brother. Other brother pushed him back. Karmelo flew over there in that crowd over there, and we seen his shadow go over there. The dot pops up because that's where Karmelo really ran from. And after that dot disappeared, Karmelo pop up in that from over there. Look.
Like I've been saying,
he's
gonna push Karmelo.
Push.
Boom.
Push back. Karmelo gonna fly over there. Watch the Karmelo goes. There it go. He's over there. Boom. Everybody else look at him. Over there. Forward. Boom. The dot.
Look, he disappeared.
Bam.
You see that? And that's when the commotion starts. Austin fell down.
And that's when the brother, bro, we got them, bro. You can't play with us.
Look, and that's where they're all on that side, on the left-hand side, whooping on him.
Right.
That's where the clear bleachers went.
And then they pop up and bring this bullshit, but really, Karmelo is still over there. You see what I'm saying? They chop it. Now watch. Watch. Yes. Look, boom. Now this dude right here. Look at this dude right here. Throw something in the trash can.
Trash can, yep.
When he throws something in the trash can, right? Boom. The other guy. Stopped,
he went back the other way.
Trash can. Not only one person threw something in the trash can, two people. Bam! Look at him open it right there. You can see him open the trash. He opens it.
Black with a black thing going.
There go his arm right there. Open, get ready. There's his arm right there. Open that bitch. Look.
They dumped the things, whatever they had, they dumped it in the trash can. They're not pursuing him. They dumping whatever they had to get rid of in that trash can. And then he's way over here. They're not even chasing him. They going to that trash can. That's all they worried about, is getting to that trash can. Look. When he's running that way, they don't chase him. They go straight to the trash can. And then the other guy comes to the trash can too. So it's both of them dump something in that trash. They're not pursuing him. He gone. So you would think they would chase him, but they're not chasing him. They're going to the trash can.
And if you pay attention, that dude is limping. Play that again, Dove. The dude that ran down the stairs to put that in the garbage, he was limping like he was hurt. Look at it again. Play it again.
Like he tripped over or something.
No, he was limping like he was hurt.
Oh, you talking about
closer?
Yeah, when the first person in the black, look when he comes down, watch how he's moving.
Okay. Yeah, he do look like he. Yup. And then it looked like he fumbled down a little bit. Yup, I see it.
No, I'm talking about the one in the black, not Carmelo.
Oh, okay,
Pay
okay.
attention to the one that came out.
Yeah,
Dove,
the first
play
one.
that again. The
Okay.
first one that came
That,
down after the incident. Watch him come down. Look at him limping. Look, he's limping. He's limping.
Yeah, I see
yep,
See?
it. Yep.
He's
yep,
hurt.
His leg was. Yep, I see it.
yep. He kind of, yep, he was dragging his leg going to the trash can.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And he dumped something in that trash. And he's leaning forward, too. You kind of see he's leaning downwards. When he comes down off that, that little
that's
bleacher.
crazy.
Yeah, like he hunched over.
Yep, look, right there. Look how he kind of bent over.
Now, I got a
'Cause it's
question, y'all.
Oh my
Mhm.
goodness.
I have a big question.
Oh!
Diamond caught that though.
I have a big question, y'all.
Go
What is
ahead.
Where the F is Eddie? Do you think this person right here that's limping, putting something in the trash, was Eddie? Put a one in the chat if y'all think that was Eddie that put something
And
in the
Eddie
trash.
supposed to be Diamond. Eddie supposed to be the friend.
Yeah.
Yes. But that would explain how he got hurt too, because they both was fighting. If he got hurt and he also had a weapon on him, that explain why he tried to ditch the weapon after the fact. They both was getting whooped on.
And then that you would think too, if that was his friend and they supposed to been together, why didn't he run with Carmelo? He went straight to the trash can. That might have been him. He
That's
stayed
what I'm
back behind
saying.
his field.
It
He
is
didn't
very
leave.
suspicious. It's very
Like
suspicious
a
to me
setup or something.
that
So
he
if
went
that's
to
your
the
friend, they should have been both running together. They was fighting together. They supposed to be together. Why would you stop and still be
Right.
around the people that you was just fighting?
That seemed like
Yeah.
a setup.
exactly. But that's the reason why I'm saying let's play that again for the audience, y'all. Watch how he
Right.
runs down in the black to that garbage can. The first person, not the second, but just look at how they're moving.
He's limping,
Yeah.
bending over to the trash can like he was limping when he came over.
Behind Carmelo, right?
Yep,
That
he's at the
is,
trash can.
yep, and he went to the
Still,
trash can.
he
And the
even
other
he limped
dude,
away a little bit.
Man, they getting
He
rid
limped.
of something. They got some dope.
Mhm.
What they got going on, bro?
Yep.
you know
They
what I
both getting
think,
rid.
you guys? I'm gonna tell you my thoughts, and this is just alleged. I believe that Eddie's friends was already underneath the tent. Him and Carmelo was conversing. The Metcalfs and his friends came up. The Metcalfs started trying to bully Carmelo and Eddie, not knowing that the people that Eddie was with was his boys. I believe they all got into a brawl on the left, and Eddie and Carmelo got hurt. That means, if you look at it, there's more than one weapon. That means there's more than one suspect. That means we have a problem.
First and foremost, we have a robbery.
We have a robbery first, but Eddie is the problem. And this
And then
boy
you
is
know-
hurt walking up to that, running to that garbage can.
They all got like black on too. When Carmelo comes up through spray, that's kind of weird too. That he would be dressed differently than everybody else. Aren't they supposed to be all schoolmates, or do they all go to the different school? Why they got different colors on? Kind of basically like, is that Carmelo's school colors that he has on? Like a hoodie or something. And the same for the other boys. Then they have like some black hoodies and stuff on too, like a clique. Like we all dressed in black. You feel me?
I don't know about that, but that explains why some of this is chopped up. Because what if that is the case and they took that part out?
I told y'all.
Because it's, to me, funny. It's not even funny. It's not funny. Eddie said that he didn't know Carmelo like that, but we clearly have pictures of them being together, right? But to me seems like more than one of those students had weapons on them during this altercation. And the one that was limping, I believe, is the one that did the poking. That's my alleged thoughts. I believe that Karmelo isn't the one that actually did it. I believe that he was just going through emotions, and we gonna later on find out. I wish a psychologist would talk to him so we can be able to get a little more information.
He definitely needs to speak, because without speaking, it's kind of like he's a quiet voice. He's not even been told his part of the story. Everybody got a side.
Right, and they're saying, oh, well, he admitted to it. He admitted to what? He just said, I did it. I did to what? Fight? Swing? He didn't say he poked anybody. So that was assumption on everyone.
He should have been in the court on a witness stand. I mean, he should have been actually speaking about what happened at the event. Just like we seen Dog.
And that alone, that's, not to cut you off, Dr. E, but the fact that he's silent tells you enough. They only found a speck of blood on one of his fingers. No blood on his clothing at all. We don't know how many weapons those boys had on them. Plural. So that gives a problem. Why the police didn't arrest all the boys that was underneath that tent? Why they just arrest Karmelo? Why didn't they get a roster of all the students that were there at that track meet? It's clear as day you can get that from any school, especially if they're involved in a crime. And why isn't the coach being arrested for neglect, negligence, and inappropriate texting with a student? Because we got those text messages as well. You're not even supposed to be texting each other. It's against school policies. I know up here it is against school policy for students and teachers to be texting each other.
Oh, wow.
What?
Wow.
Wow.
So why the coach didn't go to jail? Why didn't they make sure all those students that were underneath that tent was accounted for? And why didn't they all get interviewed? Why didn't they search everybody's person to see if anybody had blood on them? Why? Because they were so caught up on Karmelo that they let the real assailants take off and run and get away. And guarantee you the ones that was involved in this didn't get back on that bus to go back to their school. They walked or they ran or they got a ride home.
This is crazy.
Now we want everybody to pay close attention to what's about to happen now.
Got the police chasing him?
Now that's the
Who's in pursuit of him?
Yeah. Now this where it gets crazy. Hit the like button. Now this where it get crazy. Now
who is that high?
No. All right.
Oh, that's him being careful. Right, he's gonna walk back.
I understand why some children are running, right? Because now they're probably realizing that boy is he went up. He's not here anymore, right? He's gone. Some of them panicking. Some of them never, some people never seen, red Kool-Aid. All right. So now watch this. Another spot out, Diamond gang, spots out. Diamond called me and said, Dub, you didn't pay attention. I got it. I'm like, Diamond, I don't see what the F you're talking about. Dub, you got to look at it. Do your research. Get it together, Dub. Like, what you talk? Get it together, Dub. I'm like, all right, Diamond, because I got so much to do in the day. So And let alone put all of these slides together for everybody to see. So, along with multiple phone calls and people sending me content, Salon, making sure we got it going on. So we got students going back, Band-Aid Gang, right? Karmelo's hugging him. He's remorseful. He's remorseful. Now, what makes it so good, I don't agree with everything that Diamond says. She doesn't agree with everything that I say. So, but we work good together. I'm so glad she's seen what I had to say today, and she's able to see it better, along with Dr. E. That's why I came on the live. If these my podcast buddies, when we're not seeing eye to eye, I might just pop up here because I'd be like, fuck, they don't see what I see. I'm gonna rock the show, and then I want to let them come in. That's how I felt. You know, we so natural over here, and they seen it today. I seen what Diamond brought in today, which makes us so unique. I want to thank you, Diamond, for making sure I got patient, for seeing what we about to see. So, let's go. So, watch this, y'all. That same trash can, Dr. E, right?
Mm-hmm.
Look at the trash can. What you see with that trash can in now, Dr. E? Diamond, let him take where that trash can is. Dr. E.
Have they got back towards the tent yet? Or
look at that trash can.
that's that same one?
It's on the ground, ain't it? Trash can is tipped over on the ground. Watch this. Right? That's where the right there where they at. They're in front of the trash can, right, Dr. E?
Yeah, that would be about right there where all that crowd is.
Right. Now watch. Now look. Watch this guy pick up that trash can. Watch this. Watch him. Picks the trash can up and takes something out of the trash can.
Oh yeah, he all in the trash. Wow.
And he gives it to this other guy. And the other guy take off running.
Wow. That trash can is just it's this what you call that? It's kind of like a prop, like it's deer, and they using it like, okay, we can put the stuff in here and stash it, and then we go back in here and take it right back out. And everybody passing stuff to each other. You can see it.
Because
That's
they're
crazy.
not paying attention to them; they're paying attention to Karmelo.
Attention to Karmelo.
All the attention is
the
on
trash
him.
cans, yeah. And they like what you call the people to be like in behind the scenes. Everybody's like in cahoots with each other. Like, okay, we like the team, the black team. We're gonna call them the black team. The black team is passing the stick, literally.
Yeah. Now let me say this though.
That's
I don't
crazy.
want to take it off of anything that's crazy, but you know, what if this is just September? Are you still in here? Put a one in the chat. Just I'm not trying to take nothing away from the case, right? But say Karmelo was the weed man or he was the pill man. You feel what I'm saying? And he was the plug. You feel what I'm saying, Doctor? I'm just saying though, right? Like, what if that backpack is what they wanted, that backpack? Allegedly. So they wanted that backpack bad. So what Karmelo have on him? You feel me? He had the sack. You feel? Yeah, they ran up on the plug. They got the plug. They got what was in the bag. They stashed it in the trash can. Came back. Put it back. And he probably had them pills. He could have been the Xanax man. The Percocets. He could have had what them kids want. Because now we all thinking that it was a knife. It could have been some dope. Allegedly. I'm just saying now, I ain't got this ain't gonna mess up the case. I'm just saying.
But that explains to me why they were rushing him and how the boys got involved in it. Now, it could be Hunter is scared that they could come after him.
Or, Karmelo could have had the connection.
Right. And if you got the other boys trying to get over on Karmelo and you're in the way, y'all all start fighting. And one of y'all get unalive.
Scenarios. Put a one in the chat if you think I might be. That's a good one. Because what they had in the trash. Why they wanted that backpack? Why he come alone? He came up there like he might have had what I'm gonna go serve these people. They call my phone. They need a couple of them things. I'm gonna come up here with my backpack. I keep it in my bag, what y'all need. They were probably looking at what he had in the bag and everything. Boom, they try to
whatever they're doing, Dove, they're doing it fast while everybody's focusing on Karmelo. Everybody focusing on Karmelo and he's distraught. The other boy distraught, but they are moving pieces while they are paying attention to Karmelo and Hunter. They're moving pieces. You see them actively moving back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. You see them going back and forth.
You know what, Diamond Gang? Karmelo don't got that bag no more.
He don't. And
So
Karmelo ain't
whatever
talking.
they moving around, Dr. E allegedly could be what was in that bag.
Yeah.
And it could have
It
been
could be like you said. It could have been that too. It could have been, like you said, it could have been. We were believing it could supposed to have been a weapon, but yeah, it could have been anything. But we don't know exactly what's going on with them.
And let's allegedly say this.
Right? Look, here's another scenario. These are young kids, right? Not all the young kids get guns, right? There you go. Now watch this, September Virgo. What's up, Darian? Not all kids get guns, right? Not all kids get guns, right? They don't just, every kid got a gun. What if he had a gun? And they wanted to keep the gun. Like young kids say, oh, he got a gun in the bag. I'm going to keep that 9. Throw the gun in the trash. I'm going to come back and get that motherfucker.
But if that was the case, it would have been obvious when he threw it in the trash what that was.
No, we
couldn't even actually see it.
That's still a blur, though, Diamond Gang. That's still a blur. We don't know what he threw in that trash can.
Right, because they did edit the video, so we don't know what he threw in the trash.
380. Could have been a little 380.
It could have been a little 380. That was like, shit, don't throw that away. I want that gun. And the sack. He could have had a gun. They probably broke. I'm not, everybody, these are kids, gang. These are kids. These are kids in the new generation.
Right, allegedly.
They could have took his bag, grabbed the bag. He had a gun in there. He could have had some weed in there. He could have had some pills in there. And they said, fuck that. Let's get what he had in the bag. Don't throw that shit away. He could have had some money.
And what if the Metcalfs and their friends was in the way of what they were trying to do and plot on, and they walked up on the scene?
That part, that's a good one too.
So what if they wasn't originally going to be involved in it?
Or planning to do some business with him, like you said.
And then they interfered into it, and that's how things went left with the Metcalfs. That could be the case too. They showed up trying to bully, but the whole entire time they ain't even on that. They on Karmelo. And when they pulled up on that other stuff, they like, all right, and then they all get to fighting over there. But this again says that there's more than one suspect, and they only focused on Karmelo. Why didn't they investigate or arrest all the other students that were underneath that tent? This is
September Virgo
neglection.
says, you know anything about this, Diamond? I'm gonna read this comment. September Virgo said it was said that all the videos were clear. Now all of a sudden the videos are cloudy and blurry.
Exactly, because they know what's up. If anything, those boys might have been already being investigated against. We don't know that either yet. But what if it was a deal gone bad? The Metcalfs pulled up, trying to bully, interfered with what they were trying to do. They got into it and got into a brawl, and somebody pulled out the poker, and it wasn't Karmelo. Because it looked like to me.
Would you say that September Virgo? Let me ask you a question, Diamond. Dr. E, this is, we get spiritual, we get angel, we get on, when you find yourself in a situation 9 times out of 10, right? Diamond.
Yeah, I'm listening to you.
Let me say, what goes around comes around, right? It's a universal law, Dr. E, right? What goes around comes around. September Virgo. Now, Karmelo Anthony doesn't get 35 years, right?
Right.
Let's say he doesn't get 35 years. I love this type of shit. I love being different in any context.
Can I say this stuff? What if Karmelo was talking to?
Saying,
okay,
you don't,
gotcha.
And then I'm gonna listen to you.
Gotcha.
Because it's important. Because it's a good one. I want both of y'all feedback. You get 35 year sentence, and God trying to wake you up, right? But you get that reduced because people backed you up, and you go back to court. Karmelo still has lost a lot, even if he walks with 5 years. He had a scholarship. He had a lot of expectations. He had a lot of he had a good future ahead of him. But on the back end, he was a hustler. And it gets reduced to 5 years. He still loses that scholarship. You don't get the 35 years, but you get out in 5. He poked the guy, and he was hustling. Let's just say he was hustling. So
wake up call.
A wake up call, but not as bad as it could have been.
Right.
So what I'm saying is, do you believe that it's kind of a sense of that, Diamond and Dr. E? Like, it's a little karma? He just ain't getting this for nothing. That's not how the universe works.
That's a good possibility. Because you think about it, like you said, a lot of these kids, especially the black kids, kind of bringing that in there. They kind of want that hood mentality, even though they're in the suburbs. You know what I'm saying? And like you said, he could have been that plug man. He could have been that guy that got the stuff. You never know. You know what I'm saying? So maybe this is something that, like, hey, you got wake up call. I'm gonna let you slide with this. This is God's speech. You know what I'm saying? The laws of the universe said that you're not going to actually get the 30 years, but you're going to get waking up. You're going to have to lose something to get it, though. So now you're not going to have a scholarship or your academics and all that kind of stuff. It's going to kind of go to the left because you was out there doing the wrong thing.
But what if
Virgo said, no, this is Jim Crow?
Well, but what if Karmelo was?
I believe they set him up and they sacrificed his life.
Man, he is the fall guy for sure. But I think, what if Karmelo was confiding in Eddie too much, and Eddie got jealous, and he wanted what Karmelo had?
Now, I really want to know what the friendship.
That's a what if, you guys.
I want to know what the closest is with the Eddie guy. Do they go back to, like, grade school together? You know what I'm saying? When did they start being friends, or is it more something like since they've been in high school? I mean, where does the friendship come in?
I don't know how long.
They have multiple photos together. Multiple photos together with their parents, Karmelo with his parents and everything. There's a lot of photos of them together. They were hanging around each other a lot.
The reason I bring that up because the closer bond they have, from childhood to high school, they have like a best friend history. They're not going to really dime and rat each other out. But at the same time, if they maybe have a high school relationship where they just met in the last year, they just gotten to know each other, but they starting to hang around, they don't have the same loyalty that they would if they grew up together since kindergarten. You feel what I'm saying? It makes a big difference.
They were hanging around each other a lot where he was around Eddie's family.
But I'm talking about the time. It's one thing to be a high school friend, and it's another thing to be a childhood friend from like elementary, junior high school. You have more of a bond, like a brotherhood. You feel what I'm saying? I don't care what color they are or whatever. You have a more closeness when you grow up with somebody from like basically from the cradle. You feel what I mean? It's a difference.
Right, but they actually, Eddie went on the stand and said that they were never friends.
Right.
And he didn't see the point on interfering in the situation. Which why even say that on the stand knowing you're lying? Because we have clear evidence that you guys were around each other a lot. He confided in Eddie. They were close.
This is why we need to hear Karmelo speak and not just throw him in prison. Once you get
out of jail, don't be surprised Spike Lee or someone picks up his testimony, his novel, his journey, and turns it into a movie.
Oh yeah, this is.
Yeah, they do that with everybody. I'm not surprised. But I really want people to stop assuming that his family is broke. His family wasn't broke before this situation, and they're not broke now. So I want them to stop saying that.
Just living in that area where they live at, that's a high end area right there. That's a high end area right there. Frisco, Texas is like it's high end. It ain't just no hood.
Let's roll, y'all. Trash can guy. It's like the guy in the trash. Look at this. It's like the guy in the trash made sure that they walked all the way and wasn't looking. Look. He made sure it was clear. Look, he's still watching. He watching. He makes sure they gone. Look, he gonna look. They gone. He looked over there to see how far they gone. They out the way. Now you finna go for the trash. Look, boom. Pick it up. Go in the inside of it. Come up. Boom. You got it. Boom.
Fast enough.
This guy take off. Watch.
Out the stadium. Gone.
He gonna take off out the stadium. Watch. Now dude got it. Boom. When they got out the way, he gave it to dude. When they got back down that way, he gave it to dude. Look at dude. He the only one scatting. He gone. He finna leave out the parking lot.
Yep. He spotted out there. Yep.
Out of there.
Gone.
Mr. Summerall. I was watching them, they were doing some fundraising, and they kept making this symbol with their hands. And there was a Freemasonry site that I
judge over there
was looking at. And I thought, this is really curious. It really looks contrived, and they're doing it in every video. And then they showed a clip of Lester Summerall preaching before he died, and he kept making this symbol. And you see this symbol. News anchors love to make this symbol. You see them doing a lot. I don't know what the name is for it. I think they're making the Illuminati all-seeing.
Was Karmelo Anthony's murder weapon ever shown during trial? Let's talk about it. During Karmelo Anthony's trial, we've heard of a knife. We've heard of a multi-tool that could possibly be used to tighten up cleats for it when he runs. We've heard of a tool. Now you have to ask yourself, why is that? You want to know why? Because the actual murder weapon was never presented during the trial. And you want to know why? Because of this photo that I'm about to show you. State's Exhibit 34 was never presented during trial, and neither did the defense even try and bring it up. And why is that? Because, would it be because of the initials on the murder weapon? That's right, you have it. State's Exhibit number 34. The knife that was presented as the murder weapon, it was presented as an exhibit, but it was never presented during trial because of the logo that's up under the knife. There's an M. Now, if I'm still corrected, Karmelo starts with a K. Anthony starts with an A. Metcalf starts with an M. So who do you think this murder weapon belonged to? Yeah, that's right. This is why this exhibit was presented to get the case going, but it was never presented during trial. Now, for all you motherfucking attorneys out there, I just want to say this. All you defense attorneys that is calling this boy a murderer, and this boy brought a knife to the track meet. So he brought a knife with an M on the bottom, huh? When this is all said and done, all I want is for all the naysayers, all the defense attorneys, and all the podcasters, and all the naysayers.
So the M stands for Metcalf.
All right.
Right. So that means one of the twins had a knife.
Like a customized knife.
And guess what? We know what
and they
was
go
doing,
fishing
right?
too. Hold on. They go fishing. You need a knife to go when you go fishing to cut the fish and the lines and stuff. Am I correct?
There it is.
A hunting tool. Makes a lot of sense. They hunt. And yeah, why would Karmelo Anthony have a M9? So who had the weapon? And they known, as you see, they're known for being accurate and efficient with weapons. And they also know jiu-jitsu. That's why they threw Karmelo across the bleachers.
So another thing, those guys could have been
future military guys, possibly Marines. This thing.
They could have been in a special boot camp.
Yep.
Remember, you guys, they got suspended from track because they went fishing instead of going to the track meets and taking their sport seriously. So wouldn't that make more sense if that is the case? If one of the Metcalfs actually had it on them and they pulled it out,
they got stabbed with their own knife.
That do make sense, Diamond.
Like them horror movies, like them horror movies be happening sometimes. They end up getting poked with their own knife.
I got a question. When they came in, remember when they came in and we had a clear vision of the boys walking, the Metcalfs? Do you see any of them with like their pockets, any pockets on them?
No pockets. It's just a short pants outfit.
But did it have pockets on it?
Can't really tell you. Short pants usually all have pockets, but nothing like nothing.
Not a cargo
pants.
pants.
Pocket could carry a pocket knife, right?
Something basically, right?
Well, it just depends. It really depends.
When you see them walking and he had pockets in his shorts. Who was the one that had on shorts? Was that Austin or is
both of them had on the same outfit? Both of them had on the same outfit. Remember, it showed the footage of one brother walking in first. He had
Right.
on black shorts, black shirt. The other brother
Right.
came from behind, had on black shorts and black shirt. Both of them had the same outfit on, like they were still baby twins.
Right.
Like their mama
So
still dressed them in the same outfit.
so what if they had the pocket knife in their pocket, and when they got into the scuffle, one of them pulled it out?
Wow.
Well, Stacy, you know what? We'll see about that. I don't think, Stacy, you're not understanding. Stacy, I just want to tell you something so you understand this. Hunter got up there and said that Austin took his backpack. Do you know that's a Texas state law? Do I need to read that again for you? Because, I have no problem entertaining my guests. I really don't. I'm going to get back to that. So, Dr. E, since we have trolls, they come in, they act like we got to live the same way they live, and we don't live that like we ain't got to live that way. Dr. E, what does it say here? You want me to read it?
Yeah, I see it, but I don't even want to entertain it because you know how I get.
No, not the text. The text, Stacy said, I'd rather be gone than to have to face 35 years of prison, 35 years of hell, which I hope.
Now, audience, I want to make sure you guys read this.
Yeah, September Virgo.
What does it say?
It says, Diamond, I put it up here clearly.
All right now.
If you, in Texas, y'all, in Texas, if you're approached by two people and one of them take your bag, Dr. E, the act is considered robbery. Because the bag don't belong to them. Karmelo walked over there to that bleachers and by law. So now when they bring these new attorneys in, gang, they gonna eat this shit up. Them attorneys about to eat this shit up. See, he didn't have the proper representation. You know why? That's why they didn't want to have nobody in that courtroom. Because this lawyer railroaded him. We don't know what type of questions that lawyer asked. The reason why they kept us out of that courtroom, because they know the people that was watching that shit would have been like, why his lawyer didn't say this? Why he didn't say that? They knew that lawyer was in there to railroad him because simple and plain. Did his lawyer say this? Did his lawyer say this? We don't know that. We don't even know if his lawyer said, well, in the state of Texas, if you're approached by two people and one of them take your bag, that is an act of robbery.
Wow.
If the attorney said that and it's documented, why didn't Karmelo get a lighter sentence? Please tell me. In Texas, that's what it says. It also says, under Texas Penal Code 29.02, this is classified as a violent crime rather than just theft. It is upgraded to robbery because of the following factors. The presence of a victim. The bag was taken directly from your possession and or presence. So Hunter got up there and said Austin took his bag. Someone that you put on the stand to testify against the defendant was actually told that they were the ones, that they were the aggressors. How does that work? Then it said having multiple people approach you while taking your belongings places the person in fear and intimidation of bodily harm. So if I'm intimidated and I'm scared that you're going to give me bodily harm, and Texas is a stand your ground state. See, they didn't want to put that in here because Texas is a stand your ground state.
Like Florida.
So if he had a gun license, he could have pow-powed him. So since he didn't pow, he poked. He stood his ground because we clearly saw Karmelo Anthony walk in with a backpack. We clearly see Karmelo not leave with the backpack. We clearly see the brother says his brother, Hunter said Austin took Karmelo's backpack.
Even
That's
robbed.
robbery. They robbed him.
Stole his bag.
Because he didn't leave with that bag that he came in with. So, aggravated battery, if a bodily weapon is used, bodily injury is caused, or the bag is taken from someone over 65 or disabled, the charges become a first-degree felony, carrying the penalty of 5 to 99 years. Oh, the lawyer's going to eat this up. The proper representation. So when he go into court, Penal Code 29, a person commits an offense if he has committed robbery as defined in Section 2902, and he causes serious bodily harm, injury to others. Okay, let's see what the Texas law. The Texas law.
Well, theft of any kind is a serious crime. It's important to know the difference between types of theft crimes.
Hold on, y'all. We bringing it up on another. Okay, Texas theft laws to know. Yeah, go ahead, babe.
Okay, what's the first thing you think of when you hear the word theft? It is masking and reaching into your briefcase when you're not looking and absconding with your iPad, while directly taking someone else's property is one type of theft. That's not at all. That's not all that is legally considered theft by any means. While theft of any kind is a serious crime, it's important to know the differences between types of theft crimes and the penalties associated with each. If you're facing theft charges in the state of Texas, you may be wondering what exactly the consequences could be. You may be confused why you've been charged with theft at all. Here we'll examine the definition of theft in the state of Texas, some special cases and penalties that those charged with theft may face. Okay, what counts as theft? Question mark. According to the Texas Penal Code, theft occurs when the individual unlawfully appropriates property with intent or deprive the owner of property. Texas Penal Code and 3103. This means that anytime you take someone else's belongings without
stop it right there, right consent. Say that again.
Okay.
Say that again.
30. You gotta go back there. So I can see. Penal Code and 3103. This means that anytime you take someone else's belongings without their knowledge and consent, you are committing theft. This also applies if you buy or accept as a gift property that you know has been stolen.
Dang.
You want to highlight that?
There it is.
Wow.
There it is, highlighted right there. Now they ain't gonna open the floodgates tonight, y'all. I'm Dr. Edith's algorithm has been doing this all type of ways since we talked to Trump. They've been playing with my phone. I'm cool with it because July 15th they gotta give me my shit back because I know how to play with y'all the way y'all play with me on this internet. I take every view I get because you know we run it up usually, Diamond Gang, right? But you know how we move.
Right. And I would like to have Angel give the source to this so that the audience can go ahead and look up what you just read.
Say that again.
The source to where she just kind of Tell us where you found that on Google at the source.
Okay, it's at Todd Veer Weir.
All right.
Well,
Let me see.
Well, pretty much, I can make that easier for everybody.
Yeah, just for the audience, because we cite our sources over here.
Well, what we do is basically we made it simple as plain, and it's the little things that people have to pay attention to, and they have to listen and they have to look. So what we did was I typed in exactly what happened in Google, and I said Texas law. Just that simplified, and that's what it gave us. It said it's robbery, y'all. So why wouldn't his lawyer go in there and just say that? How did his lawyer? We don't know how Karmelo Anthony's lawyer fought for him because they kept the cameras out of there. They kept the cameras out of there, so we couldn't see how they fought. We couldn't see the real railroad. So because you know how Texas is, Dr. E.
Yeah.
Texas
was. They didn't have Karmelo take the stand either. He didn't even defend himself.
Right.
He didn't have his side story.
Yes. So at the end of the day, everybody, Karmelo Anthony was robbed. I don't care how it sound. It sound funny to y'all, right? It sound, oh, this dude just no. He was robbed. How simple is that? So with the power of attorney, Dr. E, and he got power now. He got some fire lawyers now. He gonna walk out of there. He might walk all the way. I wish they had some type of penalty against trying to railroad him for nothing, and that he walked free. I wish they had something for that, because he should, but they gonna show some type of sympathy for that family. You know why? Because that Metcalf family is Masons.
Yeah.
That judge a Mason, that daddy a Mason. There's a sign, it's a sign and symbol that them boys were throwing up the when you put your two fingers in the middle and put your thumb.
They probably belong to the same lodge, or they probably belong to the same lodge. You think of, because they all in the same city and same area, so they could all be brothers. You know what I mean? Like the dad could be a Mason brother to the judge and so on.
Yes, this is Masonic, but I'm gonna tell y'all towards the end. I want to talk with y'all, gang, about this, and we'll see how that go towards the end, because I know we're gonna tarry with it. But let's play this clip before we get to the end. Again, let's resonate it. They are Masons, and they robbed that boy.
The Masonic babies.
The Masonic babies. Yeah, the Masonic babies. The Masonic babies. Yeah, Masonic babies. They're Masonic babies. That's what they are, Masonic babies. He wore number 33. Masonic. Yeah, they're Masonic babies. Look, they 33. Signs and symbols. 33. Masonic babies. They had expectations for them boys. Do you know where them boys at now? Is that Nebraska? No, I was finna say that's Nebraska.
It do look like Nebraska, don't it?
Yeah, I was finna say they was already finna send one of them to Nebraska. That could be Nebraska training camp. We don't know what that training camp is.
They travel everywhere.
They said that they were into football and track. So they were in multiple sports.
Yeah. Yep, like that.
And they were also training in jiu-jitsu. So
I was in track. I was in multiple states.
It looked like to me the father had these boys and everything. And I'm pretty sure these boys was exhausted emotionally and everything at home.
Why do you say that?
Because if you look how their father acts, you can kind of tell on probably what they dealt with at home. Just like that interview I said about that Fox News interview that Hunter and his mother had, where you clearly can hear the father coaching them on what to say.
mama to be quiet.
That means that they have been coached. That means that they have
Yeah, he
had
was
some
laying
type
on the
of
floor.
mental anguish at home.
So he got robbed, right, Diamond? Dr. E? Was that robbery?
Oh yeah, definitely.
We established that. Cornelius walks in. I mean, Cornelius. I keep thinking it's the damn Dolph case. Carmelo walks in.
That was bad.
He walks in with a backpack. He doesn't leave with the backpack. Hunter says Austin took his bag. That's robbery. Stop right there. Karmelo Anthony's gonna walk.
And we still don't know if the so-called friend intended on robbing him for whatever was in that book bag.
So now do I got you on thinking? Do I got you on like it could have been anything in that backpack?
Yeah, it could have possibly been something that the so-called friend wanted, especially if they talk to each other on a regular basis. Ain't no telling what that boy done probably told him, what he got, what he's doing, his motion, thinking that's his friend.
Okay,
Whole entire time, the man is plotting. Him and his friends is plotting on him.
Okay, let's get to the meat and potatoes.
Allegedly. We don't know, but I just got a feeling.
We gotta fill our live up for the next to the 15th. We can't talk about Trump, gang. We gonna be right back though. They trying to stop me. All right, let's do it. You notice when we come with this new material, we ain't got no 45, 50, 70 people in here. You notice that, right, Diamond Gang?
They trying to share the shadow.
Yes, sir.
There it is. They know what we do. They know we dropped the gym tonight. Let's go.
When this is all said and done, all I want is for all the naysayers, all the defense attorneys, and all the podcasters and all the naysayers. Don't bring your ass back over here. Don't bring your ass back over here. This boy is going to be exonerated from this shit when it's all said and done, because this case, Karmelo Anthony's case, is a damn mess. It is a cover-up. Every single day that they put shit out, it's opening up just like the Epstein files. Let's go, Karmelo supporters. Until Karmelo Anthony comes home, I stand my ground. Free Karmelo. Drop down in the comments how you feel about this new evidence that was just released. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Don't forget to like this video. And don't forget to follow me for more controversial topics.
September, where you get Natalie Cole from? September Virgo went and brought Natalie Cole.
Slaughterhouse. This is not a courthouse.
We had no chance.
This courthouse is designed when you would come here and you look like us to slaughter you.
Absolutely.
That judge intentionally sealed us from being able to have a legal right to see what the fuck was going on in this case for a motherfucking reason.
That's right.
Because he know when we have access, we don't play about our people. So how do he silence us? He closed the fucking case so we can't see what the fuck is going on. But also the reason he shut down black media from coming, he only had these white motherfuckers up in that courthouse so that they could tell the wrong fucking story about Karmelo Anthony. And they could tell the white story about the domestic terror, because that's what they were. Those twins are domestic racist terrorists. That judge fucked him. That prosecutor fucked him. They had them white dumb motherfuckers on that jury for a reason. When they pick their jury like that, that's designed because they know that their people are not smart as us. We can read through the bullshit. They follow their bullshit and believe what they say. So when we are out here discrediting ourselves, it's giving them an advantage. They know how to divide us, and that's through the court system. And they silence us from the court system. When you see that motherfucking prosecutor, ask him, why do he have a settlement with the civil case for harassing 7 white women at this fucking office? Ask the DA how he was on that motherfucking case and he still got a fucking job. That's because they vote for each other. So we got to take our power back. Elections are coming. That's right. That's right. We gonna tell they ass what we want, or you gonna get the fuck out. We gotta show up for jury service. We gotta show up and participate. Stop trying to get the fuck off of a jury because that's how they slaughter us. Those kids got up there and lied off of a relationship, and the prosecutors led it. They have an ethical duty to make sure witnesses testify truthfully, and they did because it was a win for them. They cost one of ours their freedom. That judge was in there feeding the state objections because they were too dumb to know what the fuck to object to. I ain't never seen no judge do no shit like that. He got too much fucking experience, over 40 years as a fucking prosecutor, and you don't know how to fucking object? And you got this judge up there helping you? Oh, such a big case? This is his life. We just came from South Carolina where they hunted their baby down and got off. They tried to hunt him down, and he protected himself so he could get home safe, and they convicted him. And one white jury had the motherfucking audacity to sit in that damn box and cry. It's too late for your tears. Your tears was needed when you was back there deciding within 30 fucking minutes of his life.
Can't spare out the confidence, man.
Family. So I think I just broke something about the Karmelo Anthony case that a whole bunch of people overlooked. So in my video that I just posted, okay, I told y'all that the first thing that stuck out to me was the fact that they cut this man's hair. As somebody that got locked up at a young age, 16, and served 10 years, right? I know that you are not asked to cut your hair, right? And I'm also aware of the different types of rituals that you can do to a person's hair, right? Like, this is why you have individuals such as myself that when you do cut your hair, you either save it or you completely burn the hair follicles, right? It's for this reason. It's because certain people can do things to the hair follicles that can hunt an individual for a time, right? So now let's look off into what Texas law actually states, and then I'll come back in just a second. So right here you see it reads, you are correct. There is no Texas law that says a person has to cut their hair in order to take a mugshot. It goes on to say what Texas law actually...
Okay. Oh, shit, I'm sorry, everybody. I had to laugh at that one. Y'all don't know why I'm laughing over here. That nigga don't know a motherfucking thing. Wow, when you go to prison, bro, they cut your hair. That man said, no law, they cutting your shit off. It don't matter. Anytime you go into jail, they cutting your shit off. Except if I'm laughing because you know the internet full of shit. I need to put more videos out that I don't agree with too, so I can laugh at those, and then the good videos. You know what I'm saying, Diamond? What do you think? Some videos that we just gotta say that one, no, because
right,
they cut your hair when you gotta get your hair cut before you go to prison. Only reason that you see some people with super long hair, when I went to prison, I was like, if they cut my hair was long. So when I was like, how this nigga get in prison? He been in some people hair going all the way to the ground. I'm like, how the fuck? How long he been in here? And they was like, nah, he came back on a parole violation. Now, if you go to prison, you get out and you violate your parole, they send you straight back to prison. You see what I'm saying? You don't go to get sentenced again. So that's why some people here are longer than the other people here, because they come back on a violation. But when you go straight to prison, they gonna cut that shit off. That shit gotta go. I don't care if your shit off. I done seen motherfuckers had to damn near get held down to get they didn't want to cut their hair. Like, hell nah. But you gotta cut your hair.
You know what? I got a question, though, Dev.
So that one was funny to me.
I have a question. Why is it that some of those adults that was there at the scene of the crime when it happened, right? Why did they say, "Oh, I seen what happened, XYZ," but when the incident happened, no adult tried to run over there to prevent them from fighting? You don't see no adult running to that tent. Am I correct on that?
Oh hell yeah! I noticed
So
that.
that's
I
the
noticed
reason
that
why I
too.
think that
I
somebody.
saw the lady with the umbrella. Remember the lady with the umbrella? You could tell something was going on that got her attention. She turned and looked, then she kept on walking. I was like, why she didn't go get another adult?
Right. That to me seems like the coaches were neglectful. And I keep saying, I believe that the coach that was texting that student should be arrested. You're not supposed to do that. I've never heard of any, and I work for a school district. We're not even allowed to give gifts to students, let alone text them. We're not supposed to give out our numbers or anything like that. So that lets me know that, you know, the police didn't do their job, the school didn't do their job. No, I mean, the adults are not getting any type of punishment. They're not getting fired. I think that this is just someone dropped the ball.
Let me ask you a question. All right, we towards the end. We're gonna get ready to close this out. I want to ask Dr. E a question too. What do you want? You guys want to stay on this?
Oh yeah, you rocking.
Sure, you right.
Yeah.
Like I said,
You're right on point. This is beating potatoes right here.
All right,
Can't take this off the stove.
Well, I say we're gonna win again. So we're gonna go back. We're gonna go right back with our intro with the white guy because this is a distraction. And we're gonna go back and they gang to. I'm gonna let y'all know the blueprint. We're gonna go back to that same clip. We're gonna intro with the same clip and enter detail. Because I believe they're gonna have to open the floodgates again. Feel me? Because we got new attorneys. We're gonna stay on this case. This is our case. We're gonna stay on it.
So they do. So they do have new. They do have new attorneys.
Yeah, he got a whole bunch of new attorneys.
Karmelo.
Yeah, the celebrities paid for it. A lot of celebrities, all that money they donated to him. September Virgo, do you want us to stay right here? Because we'll break this whole motherfucker all the way open. We already did today, but they didn't want to open up the floodgates, did they? No. They didn't want to open the floodgates up tonight. They did us all type of ways tonight, but it comes with the territory. We done done it. This ain't our first rodeo. When we crack it open, once I got them, I ain't gonna tell you the secret. Once we crack this bitch open, it's over. Did you get a chance to check out his brother taking his older brother? Nuh-uh. I didn't September. We gonna open this up. I'm off tomorrow too. So Diamond, what do you think about that clip that I showed today?
I thought it was excellent. I think that now our audience are starting to think. They're starting to understand that maybe what they were focusing on was not what they should have been focusing on. You got to look at the bigger picture, the whole picture of everything. The editing that they sent out, you know, edited footage. We also know that there are suspects that was not interviewed or arrested. This is just a shame, but now that he has a new defense team, I'm looking forward to see what they do at this point.
All right, so September, Virgo, keep the videos coming. Dr. E, Diamond, I think we should go right back to that same video. Do you agree?
I agree, totally.
Because that show where he was, that dot is going to show a lot, and everybody going to keep catching on to what we bring into the table. And when he gets his attorneys and he go back,
and that trash can,
everybody going to start following. They're going to kick in with us real quick. They're going to be like, oh yeah, they was on that shit from day one. We can't just put this out right now and then switch the narrative. We need to go right back to that same video and keep playing it until the people start. We got people that came in here. They seen what we got. We got to keep sharing that video until it gets into the algorithms. We got
and the trash can part too, Steve. You got to also show the trash can part. That's a big thing that's showing you that it's something more going on than meets the eye. You know what I'm saying? Because they want you to be just focused on Karmelo, but you got to look at the whole background, the whole picture. it's showing the whole story.
So
Telling the whole.
Exactly.
do you guys
Exactly.
agree that from this point on, when we intro, we go back to that same clip from what happened. We tell them how we got to, because that's how the people catch on. You know how people tend to say it and they move on and they don't ever bring. I think we need to, because that's gonna put us on top of this whole case, like we did the Dolph case. That's gonna put us right there.
And I would even suggest
It's gonna transition. We just gotta be there for the transition. And when the transition hit, we gonna hit with it. I told you Ratchet TV talked about this. Ratchet TV got thousands of people, and I said, damn, Ratchet. After we did that live, when I showed the same footage, Ratchet TV came on the next day, had 1,200 people in his chat talking about the same fucking thing, like he watched our video. I said, damn. So that just motivated me more to let me know, okay, we need to keep dropping that shit.
You cook, smelt the pot. Keep the price on that corn.
Ratchet TV, he from our same sector, so I know he was watching.
Right. And let me say this to the audience. If you guys, right.
Ratchet TV, shouts out to you because I used your footage. So Ratchet TV, can we get our shout out? Because they didn't lock the door on us. Can you please open the door? Because you probably will bring your ass right back over here. So Ratchet TV, salute to you. Love what you did with Hernandez Govan. Just give us our highest themes, bro. We in the same place. Come, appreciate you. Shouts out to the Mo 3 sector.
Right. And Dove, can I say this to the audience? Can you guys, if you have any more clear footage that you might have, can you please like put a one in the chat, or anything that you think that we should go over on our show? I would love to see if any people have any more intel.
Yeah. We had another one. Diamond begging these people, please.
It really is. I feel like that there's people out there that probably have footage, and we know that there was people recording. We would love to get a hold of some footage that is not released.
So bad, Doc D. Doc D, this Diamond want this one. Somebody just got her promotion. Diamond gonna sign this motherfucking case. If it's the last thing she do, she said, please. I love you, Diamond.
I know, but I do think that we need to work with the audience too as well, and make sure that they know, hey, we listen to you guys too as well. Okay, we do our research, but we will listen to you. We will take some of your evidence as well.
Diamond want this case. Diamond says, please, you got it, please.
She been rocking, you know what I'm saying? She been in this. This is her lane right here. She said, if I can't get into Trump, I'm gonna get into this one right here. She done bit a plug out of it. That's all right, Diamond. Go ahead.
All right, Diamond, we love you. We right here with you, Diamond.
Hey, you know my Diamond gang in the chat.
Diamond said, somebody got it, please. Diamond left a text today saying, you think we should call the law firm today and let them know how we... Diamond, if you got the number to the law firm, we'll call them on live. You want to do that?
Yeah, well, you know, he got the legal team. He has a defense legal team now. So whatever evidence we have to help their case, let's do that.
You gonna get the phone number? You want me to call them on live?
Pin it. Pin it on it.
You want me to call them people?
During business hours.
When you got the phone number, I'll call them on live.
During business hours.
What?
They work on business hours. So, in the mornings.
Okay, you
You
gonna find the
gotta
phone
where
number.
they're at while they have
So
the
if I
staff on
get
duty.
the phone number and you gonna call them.
We definitely can.
I'm not. Don't put it on me. All right, we gonna go live and you gonna call that law firm. You gonna dial each number. What you gonna tell them folks?
I would actually want to get their email so we can send some of the footage that we have to them so they can go over it.
That's cool. But what about on the phone when you call them? What you want us to tell them people on the phone?
Can we get your email to submit some evidence and the stuff that we have on the Karmelo Anthony case? You gotta look at who's gonna answer as a paralegal. They aren't. All they're gonna do is take into information and take down your phone number and stuff. Keep it simple. Ask for their email, and we can go from there.
Man, I can agree. I can agree. If you want this case, you can taste it, Cajun Diamond.
I can taste it. It tastes like steak.
Woo! That day game! Hell nah. I love my game, and we straight up real, man. September Virgo, thank you so much. September been dropping them videos in, man. I love those. The last clip, that last dude, he had me dying, but all the other clips, September, on point. Diamond on point. We rocked it out today, y'all. So we just gonna go right back. Dr. E, thank you for coming too.
Sure.
We gonna dive right back in tomorrow.
And let me say this too to the audience: we are not advocating that we wanted Austin. I'm sorry, to be unalive. We're not advocating for that. Okay, we did not wish that upon him. Obviously I wish, and everybody probably wished that did not occur and did not happen. However, I believe that this is a bigger issue than what what they want us to believe.
And I think that we were just going by the book, bro. Just went by the book. Thank you, truth be told. I think we just went by the book, bro. Like, the algorithms is a tricky thing. You know what I'm saying? And being here for so long, the little time we have, we know how this shit works. We started from the bottom and we rise all the way up. Everything we do is organic. We don't cheat the system. We come all the way full throttle. And we've been here before. I know what happens when they do us like this, and StreamYard fucking up, my phone glitching. I got all kind of weird shit going on, bro. They doing my voice analysis on me. They trying to do me all type of ways. So it's gonna crack right back open again because I already know I'm a hash. I know I'm gonna do it. So,
right, and Austin Metcalf was a kid. Okay, they were children. Teenage children, but they were children. So let's understand that. I blame the adults at the end of the day.
I do too. So last thing I wanted to mention that I want to speak ahead of time. Now, another distraction. What would the next distraction be? You want me to tell you what the next distraction would be, Dr. E? The next distraction would be this young man go back to court, right? With all this evidence that's been presented. Let me say that again with Diamond up here. Diamond, I want to say this while you up here.
What? What's up?
Back to court. If he go back to court, right? And he got these great attorneys. And they still give him the same 35 years. That means that they want to start another distraction, and they want to do martial law.
They always wanted us to go in the streets and act a fool and all of that. That's what they really want, and they have not been able to successfully.
They'll get there. They'll get what they asked for this time. But this time it's not going to be what the time. You got to hear me. this time it ain't gonna be what they think it's gonna be. I'm trying to tell you now. This time, if this boy lose this case and they think that they got power, they thought the Watch Wyatts was bad.
In LA,
they thought what happened with Rodney King was bad.
That point.
We just got celebrities that we really stepped up to the plate as a black community, and it's so good to see us as people. That's the first time that y'all notice that. Don't let it get brushed up under the rug. That's the first time I've seen black entertainers buy an attorney to get this boy out. That's historical.
And I would just add, Dallas Fort Worth got a lot of Catholic people in it right now. Got a lot of Catholic people.
Right, and his defense attorneys are all like, it's diverse. It's not just all black. There's some, there's different races that are involved. So that's a good thing. It's a diverse defense team that's about to handle business.
So we already know they scared anyway, because they go in the woods and hunt animals. We go out the street and let them fly. So there ain't no match between them versus us, and they know that. That's why they come in here as trolls and talk tough Tony and hide behind all them skulls and shit. But they wouldn't throw a brick in the blackout.
Damn.
So they know they wouldn't throw a brick in the blackout.
Damn.
We know they won't throw a brick in the blackout because the same shit they got, we got it too. So at the end of the day, go ahead. Try to give him another 35 years. They're going to knock that sentence down. They ain't got no choice. And I'm going to speak up for my people. You ain't got a choice.
And Dallas Fort Worth is just building up. They would hate to see that destroyed.
And I got a feeling that school, I feel like the school is about to get sued too as well. So that's a whole nother ballgame.
Black people mad right now about this. And that little baby just got unalived in Mississippi. Oh no, it's enough is enough.
They need to learn how to hold themselves accountable, and they always want to blame everybody else. But accountability, they never, ever, ever want to hold themselves accountable.
Find out.
Now you're starting to realize that now y'all have to hold yourselves accountable. It's no longer the games that y'all thought y'all was going to continue to play. These new Gen Zs, they ain't like the boomers.
I know that's real. So again, you know what we gonna end y'all with, gang? To let these people know, so we go out with a bang. Karmelo Anthony was robbed, not only for his freedom, but he was robbed for his backpack. Karmelo Anthony was not only robbed for his freedom, he was robbed for his backpack. In the state of Texas, when you're approached by more than one person, that is considered robbery. They took his bag. They intimidated him. Hunter told the whole story. Karmelo Anthony was robbed for his freedom and his backpack. And those attorneys is going to eat that shit up.
And his phone. And his phone.
That part. Karmelo Anthony was robbed for his freedom and his backpack. In the state of Texas, when two or more people approach you, that is considered intimidation. That is law. LAW, land, air, and water. That is the law of the land. Fire, water, for land, air, and water. If you own the land and you own the air and you own the water, then you rule the earth. So you wrote law, land, air, and water. You gave us the land, air, water, and you wrote it down and you called it law. So we're following your land, air, and water, LAW, which says Karmelo Anthony was robbed. He was robbed by more than one person, which is a felony, which carries 2 to 20 years with a $10,000 fine. So when the lawyers get you and do you all type of ways, we go, Diamond go call them people tomorrow. Diamond go call the police on you. And we gonna do it on live. And we gonna call down there and tell them people, ask them what's their email. And we gonna mail them the video of what happened. Every little bit counts. Thank you, September Virgo. Thank you for Truth Be Told. Thank you for the people YouTube. Y'all better open up them floodgates. I ain't did nothing to y'all. Why y'all keep playing with me like that? I want to go up and down. We want to do him up and down because he too good. They too good at what they do.
And RIP Austin Metcalf, okay?
RIP Austin Metcalf.
Because he could have went a different way.
And we out. Hey. Bye. We'll see y'all tomorrow because we got to do it like this. Shouts out to Diamond Gang. Shouts out to the goddamn. Love y'all. And we out.
Peace.